Hey guys, I hope everybody is enjoying my 200th episode crossover with the Nostalgia Critic. And before I get to the point of this video, I want to take this moment to congratulate two people. First, Ryan Knight, who was the person who donated the most money for me to be able to produce this video, as well as my 6th anniversary episode later this year. Who won the Transformer sword that I use in the crossover video. I autographed it, and Doug autographed it as well, and we sent it to Ryan, and I hope he got it. I haven't heard from him back yet, but he was the one who won that prize. And I only intended to give a prize to the person that donated the most money. However, there was a fan called Daniel Ho who kept donating over and over again. Every other week he would send me something. Every time I would post an update video as to how the fundraiser was going, he would donate a little bit more money. So that kind of devotion I felt deserved some kind of reward. So I originally intended to keep the sword that the Nostalgia Critic uses in the video, but I decided, no, I'm gonna send this to Daniel. So we took that sword and we both autographed it, and I sent it to Daniel, who lives in Malaysia. I have fans in Malaysia. I never thought that my videos would even interest people on that side of the world, but apparently they do, and apparently I have at least one extremely devoted fan who lives there, whom I hope gets his reward very soon. Alright, so let's get to the point of this video. So, among the people who donated was a gentleman called Richard Yoon, who is the father of one of my fans. And we got to talking through email a long time ago. You know, he just let me know that he watched the videos with his younger son, who is a fan of mine. And I should say young son, not younger son. That doesn't make any sense. And that, you know, while I curse and I do stuff like that, that he appreciates the fact that my videos are entertaining and they're somewhat educational. You learn about movies and whatnot. And that he just makes sure to watch the videos with his son. So just in case there's something questionable, he can discuss it, or, make sure that his son understands not to imitate me in the videos, that sort of thing, But his son is pretty smart, so that doesn't come up often. In our conversations through email, Richard, one day, out of the blue, asked me if I drank, smoked, or did drugs. And I told him, no, I live a very clean life. I am not into that stuff. I don't condemn people who do any of that kind of stuff. Marcia, my dad, my mom, and my younger sister, they all drink, but I don't. And when Richard found this out, he emailed me, and he told me that he would donate a decent amount of money towards my fundraiser if I did a video like this, where I confessed to all of you that I live clean. I live a clean life. In hopes that this would influence his son and hopefully other viewers, because I have a lot of young viewers, just like Richard's son. Mark, I believe is his son's name. And, Mark Yoon. And I usually don't like PSA videos. I find them to be preachy and stuff like that, so I'm trying to be as honest with you guys as I can be. I don't consider myself to be the best person. I am not a good guy, I'm not a bad guy, I'm just a guy, just a regular guy. I don't think of myself as superior to anybody else, that I'm better than anybody just because I don't drink or do drugs or any of that. This is a personal decision that I made for myself a long time ago. Have I ever tried alcohol? Yes, a long time ago, and it just didn't appeal to me. Have I ever tried drugs? No, but I've seen what they can do to people. No, I didn't lose a friend or anything like that, but I have had schoolmates and acquaintances who were on drugs, and they didn't seem to do very well. And even drugs that weren't, that people don't take quite as seriously, like pot. And they also, that it didn't serve them very well to smoke pot. So growing up in a shitty neighborhood and seeing the effects that these vices have on people, it just made it seem terribly unappealing to me. So that's the reason why I never picked up any of these vices. And then when we moved to the United States in 1995, yes, we moved to a much better neighborhood, but it doesn't mean that, you know, my schoolmates around me, they didn't drink or do drugs. They still did. It didn't matter the quality of the neighborhood. There were still people who did that kind of stuff. And quite frankly, it seemed like they had a lot of unnecessary problems from my point of view. So even though they were extremely popular kids in my school, I honestly didn't look at them and envy them in any way. I didn't envy their lives in any way. So all through my life, every time I saw somebody that did any of these things, they never in any way made it look appealing to me. It just never looked like it was something that could improve anything. So I've always grown up with that perception of any of those vices, be it legal or illegal substances. And plus, some of the people that I admire the most, like my favorite magicians, Penn and Teller, one of the greatest voice actors of all time, Jess Harnell, my best friend, Paul Satoshet, who I consider to be one of the greatest comedy writers ever. None of them drink or do drugs. They live completely clean. And I'm especially amazed by Jez Harnell, who is both a voice actor and he's a rock star. And he doesn't give in to any of that. And I think that's extremely cool. So yeah, so you guys can add me to that list of entertainers who don't do any of that stuff at all. I am a caffeine fiend. Paul, my best friend, he doesn't drink coffee or soda at all. I'm a caffeine fiend. You know, I have quite a few sodas a day and at least one cup of coffee in the morning. But other than that, you know, I try to stay clean. I think one of my greatest weapons as a performer and as the Blockbuster Buster is my amazing memory. And I think I owe this amazing memory to the fact that I've never done anything to myself to harm my brain, you know, drugs or alcohol. I've never put any kind of poison like that in my body to destroy my long-term memory. So, and I think it's mostly due to that. So there you go. I hope this video helps somebody. Again, I apologize if I came off preachy in any way. I don't mean to come off pretentious. Like I said, nothing traumatic happened to me that made me make this decision. It's just a long time ago I decided drugs, alcohol, smoking, just unappealing. Just, they don't seem to connect with the things that I love. They just don't. So yeah, there you go. I hope this helps somebody. And Richard, thank you for your donation. And I hope Mark is enjoying the videos. Take care.